Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, LastKnownMeal here, and welcome back again to Level Up Podcast, where a bunch of gamers, YouTubers, and all amazing people come together to discuss gaming, tech, and all kinds of stuff. So, with me today, I have Sean from, Twitch TV. You can watch him there. He's quite amazing. He does all kinds of games. You can go visit him. And other guy is Alex. Say hello, guys. Alex is also... I didn't understand. Alex, you're actually... also on Twitch TV? You're like...
I'm a moderator on Sean's channel.
Yeah.
I haven't really actually streamed anything yet.
I actually thought you were streaming something with him.
I always... Well, when Sean is playing games, I'm usually on with... So I'm kind of a mod / partner.
He plays the games with me. So he's there in the games. And
yeah.
His gameplay is being recorded through my eyes, if you like.
Oh. Well,
yeah, so every success, every failure.
Well, as I said, I didn't really have that much touch with Twitch TV. I was only on YouTube, but I do believe that Twitch is an awesome thing to do. It's like you don't have to edit anything; you just go stream.
The channel growth is a lot bigger. I think a lot of YouTubers worry that basically a lot of their work is quite heavily edited, and if people saw behind the scenes, they might not like it as much as they do as their edited content. So it is very different to what they're used to, and that change does frighten a lot of them, from what I've heard from people I know that aren't looking on YouTube. But I've found that the channel growth on Twitch is far quicker than it is on Twitch than it is on YouTube. I think that on YouTube, you are one person in a sea of people, and there's not that many Twitch streamers out there in reality.
No.
On Twitch, you go live. If you go live on a game like Garry's Mod, there's maybe like 20 people live. You're one person in 20. You have that incredible chance of being noticed and getting people swarming your channel.
Yeah.
On YouTube, if you put a Garry's Mod video up, you're just one, and as I say, in a sea of millions of people. You're not as likely going to get noticed on YouTube as you are on Twitch. Twitch is so much easier to get noticed.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a lot of views. Like other people that have more views with that game are just gonna go in front of you. You're just gonna be on the bottom of the list. But I do believe on Twitch you do get that chance with most of the games.
Quite interesting is there was a guy that was playing Garry's Mod on Twitch.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago now, and he had, I can't remember if it was like 300 or 400 viewers. And he went offline. At that time, I was the second most viewed person streaming Garry's Mod at the time.
Yeah.
He went offline, and at least 41 of his viewers just came straight to my channel afterwards, because they'd finished watching him. They wanted to watch the next person up. So as soon as he went offline, I became the most watched person streaming Garry's Mod at that time with like 41 viewers. And I got loads of followers from that.
Damn. Yeah, that is good actually, to get following. You can make a YouTube channel afterwards. But the thing is, with YouTube, you can edit stuff, you can stop recording, you can do that, but in Twitch you just have to go and stream. You can't really go stop recording then start again. No, it doesn't work like that.
Behind the scenes, but you get that opportunity to interact with your audience, which makes it that much funner for them. I think that the opportunity to go on the games with people and play the games with them and be a part of the stream is quite exciting for a lot of the viewers, and they enjoy that feeling. So they won't necessarily just sort of go on YouTube and watch videos if they're not going to be able to interact with the person they're watching. But on Twitch, obviously, they have that opportunity. I've noticed that on a lot of Twitch channels, a lot of the streamers won't interact with the chat. And now a lot of them say that it's because the chat's too overwhelming.
Yeah.
Which I can kind of understand, but obviously even with 41 people watching my stream, I've had no issue with keeping up with chat at all.
No.
I've set it up so if people say certain words, it highlights their message. So it makes it a lot easier to notice what they're saying. No.
Alex, you were trying to say something? Yeah.
Well, and as well, one of the things about Twitch as well is that, yeah, even though it's raw, right, unedited footage, as soon as if there is a mistake or if something, the only issue is sometimes you'll get people who completely dominate the chat.
Yeah,
we've had that problem a few times. It's a minor issue, but sometimes and because the nature of the internet itself, you can't always control stuff you encounter. So it's quite, if you do encounter something like that, there was one time when me and Sean were playing Garry's My Murder.
Yeah.
And the server, at first, the server was fine, but then it just filled up with kids, and it just, they were just screaming in the mic, and it was just, And basically, what you it forces you to kind of act on the fly. You have to make because you even though you're playing, you play games for enjoyment, and that's it. But while you're streaming, or while Sean's streaming, I kind of say that we're both streaming, but I really shouldn't. It's a very bad habit. As long as like, while there's other people watching, you've got to have them in mind as well. And so we were in a bit of a bind whether to stick with stick in the server and keep playing what we were saying we were playing,
or just go to another.
Or go to another server, or just change games entirely.
Yeah.
I think the decision we made then was to just stick with Counter-Strike. We went to Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And at that point, I'm just going to say this, Sean was a complete and utter rookie. He's so bad. Some of my uni friends, because my uni group, we're quite religious Counter-Strike players, and we're really learning very quickly. I think our highest rank is the AK-47 rank, Guardian.
Yeah.
And he was watching the stream and watching Sean, and he was just like, yeah, Biwott, you're doing all right. By the way, everyone call my second name's Biwott, and sometimes I refer to myself as Biwott because wherever I've been, there's always been multiple Alexes, so I've always just called myself Biwott. And it's just easier. So just to avoid that confusion.
I was really thinking that's your last name. Well, let's see, Alex Biwott. I'm like, should I call him like that? I don't know how to call him. How do I call him?
I actually like being called Biwott. Sean only calls me Alex because I introduced myself as Alex. That's how he remembers me.
That's true.
Yeah. It's like there's very few people. It's actually more unusual for people to call me Alex than Biwott. But anyway, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, Biwott, you're playing well. You're playing well. Your friend who's streaming, yeah, he needs work. He needs serious work."
Wow. Well, we have 3 topics on this Level Up podcast. First one is actually Microsoft buying Mojang. What do you guys think about that?
We were actually discussing it yesterday and reading the article about how Notch is leaving Mojang because he just feels like he's got too much weight on his shoulders because he's obviously getting a lot of the blame for anything going on with
attention.
With obviously the whole merger, but also I think there was an issue with the company recently with Mojang, and Notch got all the blame for it, even though he's actually put himself in a position where he's not so much in charge anymore.
Yeah, he actually demoted himself, didn't he?
Yeah. He didn't leave the company, but he was there. It was like
he is leaving now, though.
Yeah, he is leaving now.
Isn't he kind of like the unofficial face of the company?
Yeah, but earlier he was like, as Alex said, unofficial. He was like there, but he wasn't there. He also said, he didn't know that Minecraft is going to go so viral, and he just he's just that. He was like saying that. Geek, nerd, something that likes putting opinions on Twitch, and actually that when he saw what Minecraft actually achieved, he just said, no, I don't want this. I'll just step away and he said, I want to do other projects, I want to do other experiments, and even if those experiments get traction and if they become popular, I'm just going to leave them. Yeah.
Well, there's quite a lot of people, some of the people who are best at making like really good games that will get popular.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. You have to have that love of video games. It's like, as we were discussing before we started streaming, how like we'll probably discuss this later on as well, but like how EA and EA and Overkill kind of Overkill, you can tell they love this. Payday is their baby and they love it.
Yeah.
And they focus all their attention on it. While EA, they've got so many fingers in different pies, you've lost track.
Yeah, EA is just like big corporation, and if you go corporate on video games, they'll just fail.
Yeah, most of the time, because it becomes more about the profit margins and money rather than the quality of the game. While a lot of people who are very good at creating very good games that will become successful, they are kind of mavericks, and they don't want the fame, they don't want the money. They actually just want to sit up like probably what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Sat in our own bedrooms talking video games. That's what they're interested in. I'm literally sat in my dressing gown right now talking.
Too visual.
I've got a nice burgundy buff dressing gown. What's up with that?
Well,
I've got other clothes on, though.
Oh God. Well, that is a thing actually with, because, when EA hasn't, round table or whatever they have, like, I just imagine that like King Arthur and like big sword is like, oh, we're gonna make a game and earn some money.
Take money. Go
yeah. And no, really, like when they make a game, they're like, how much money are we going to get with it? And other gamers, like, let's say, Notch, they're like, hey, I want to create something awesome. I want to have fun creating this.
It's why I really love the indie game market.
Yeah.
Because it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, which Sean still refuses to play for some strange reason.
I played it. It's quite good.
Oh, don't give them ideas.
But it's like, it's indie games like Binding of Isaac and Five Nights at Freddy's and Papers, Please. That's particularly good, that one. Pixel Piracy is another one. It's just one of the indie games. In general, they've always had this. It's always a bit of a gamble buying an indie game because you never know what you're really going to get.
Yeah.
But the sometimes it's high risk because sometimes you can get an absolutely unfinished mess. A good example would be War Z.
Yeah! Wow! Damn, that game was actually just when that game was announced, I was like, yes, finally a good game. And then I started playing it, and then I see how developers are actually addressing to people, to gamers, how they're not respecting us because, hey, we bought your game. Just at least show some, respect. Yeah, and I don't know if they did change the name to Survivor or something like that because they had problems with World War Z. Actually.
Oh, yeah, the film, yeah.
I don't have a clue what that game looks like now. Probably still unfinished.
Probably, yeah, but you get that's the sort of gamble you take. Sometimes you'll get games that are absolutely unfinished, appalling, and like you don't know. But then you come across gems like Five Nights at Freddy's, Papers, Please, and they're and Noir Syndrome's another one I really like. And you get games that kind of. They're not all about, it's actually what gamers actually want to see because the thing that I really hate, like seeing on YouTube, particularly if I'm watching like a game trailer and then you always see those people go, oh, the graphics look rubbish. And it's just like, no, it's not all about the graphics. It's far from that. It's like, that is just the surface. Like having nice graphics is good. Like, I don't mind having nice graphics. Like another game is State of Decay.
Oh yeah, State of Decay.
Like for me, it's game mechanics. You gotta have a good game. The game's gotta be fun on kind of a base level. Right. Like it can be anything. Like it can be innocuous as just stamping papers and I've gone on about. Papers.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting concept to actually have that papers, please. Like, wow, you're looking at passports. What are you doing in a video game? Well, I'm looking at passports. I'm letting people into my country.
yeah, but it's got like it's actually. It doesn't sound fun, but then once you get so into it, you just no. And I can remember once I was playing it, I showed it to my mum, and my mum's very anti-technology, and she actually said, "Oh, that's actually quite nifty. I like that." And she's a teacher as well. And she didn't play it, but I got very close, and I actually got a compliment out of her from that. And it's one of those. It's just one of those good games, and yet the graphics aren't like AAA release sort of.
Yeah. But I don't know. I usually like gameplay before graphics.
Yeah.
It's like you can have like the best graphics like in Battlefield 4 or 3, but if the game is not good, then graphics is nothing. It really is nothing.
Like good gameplay can prop up bad graphics.
Yeah.
It doesn't work the opposite way around.
Yeah, actually, I was watching TB, and he said that there is bad graphics and good bad graphics. He actually said if, graphics don't have to be AAA kind of, Frostbite kind of stuff, Crysis, Battlefield, but still, if those graphics are done in imaginative way, then They could be bad, but still they could be good.
It's like, yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, I'm trying to think of a game that does the whole more artistic style of graphics. So like,
A Tale of Two Brothers actually was like that.
Yeah, what's the other?
It had awesome mechanics and the actual graphics was so good. Yeah. Also, there's another game, a story about my uncle. I was covering it on my channel. Like, that company approached me. I just forgot their name, Mad Hat Games or something like that. I could be wrong, but they actually approached me and said, "Hey, do you want this game for free? You can play it." And the concept is that you go through the levels and you have that kind of a hook thing on your hand. You can go and hook on a rock and try to get through the level. And I was like, okay, I didn't expect a lot from a game, and I go in, and it's awesome. It's like so good. It's a short experience, 2 or 3 hours, but still awesome in the experience, awesome in the game. I was like, wow, thank you for giving me the game. I was like, wow.
Well, it's like, back on topic, it's like Minecraft pulled that off.
Yeah.
Pulled off bad graphics.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Such good gameplay.
It had unique graphics, actually.
Yeah.
It's freedom, isn't it, on Minecraft?
Yeah.
Freedom to do what you want.
Yeah, I've always loved a good open world game. Always. But at the same time, like, linear's not bad, but sometimes, I can remember Assassin's Creed kind of has fallen into this trap.
Yeah.
Where they've kind of gone so open world and you can do so much that you've actually lost track of
their story and everything.
Story and the linear. Like, I can remember playing Assassin's Creed 3, and I did not give a single flying spaghetti monster about I'm trying to avoid it. I'm on radio mode, so
yeah.
I didn't care about Connor. I just found it to be whiny and annoying, and I was just like, and all they were doing. For once, I actually agree with I forgot his name, Yahtzee from The Escapist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Massive cynic. He's so bad, but he is right about Assassin's Creed, that they've fallen into the trap of, we've got this such expansive world and you can do so much, but then you actually you don't care about the main character. The only guy I actually liked in Assassin's Creed 3 was Moses, the black guy, who teaches you how to be an assassin.
Oh yeah, in that house. I didn't play the game, I didn't see. It's just a couple of gameplay videos.
I just liked him because he was an aggressive black man. I just liked him. Because you don't see that often in video games. GTA 5 pulled that off really well. But GTA 5, the GTA series has really kept the whole, you can do anything you like, but still have such strong stories and strong characters.
Yeah, that is true. If only they release it on PC one day. Yeah, that's one of the topics, but let's first finish with Minecraft. Well, Minecraft was one of those games who was actually not finished, but still good.
Yeah, it didn't do it.
It pulled it off somehow, but
it's probably because they did it's the kind of the same thing as in with Payday, that it's his baby. And you can tell he loves it, and he was consistently updating it.
Yeah. Like, every week and stuff, like new stuff But I know what's gonna happen with Minecraft now, because it's in hands of Microsoft. It did actually say in a Q&A, Notch said that there is no reason for Microsoft to stop developing games, stop developing Minecraft for PS4. And I was like, I don't know. It's like their competition. They're going to do everything in their power to get them staggering, because, Xbox One just sold so badly.
Microsoft at the moment, I feel like, are very much on the back foot. But they're in a position that Sony were when the Xbox 360 and the PS3 came out. Sony fell into the trap of relying too much on their customer loyalty. When us gamers, we've got a little bit of brand loyalty, because I think, in my example, I've only had PlayStations. Well, actually, no, I lie. I had a Nintendo 64.
Everybody had that.
Everyone had one. Nintendo 64, PS1, PS2, PS3. So I've always had a PlayStation. Never liked the Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox 360 did sell better than PS3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it's because of price.
Yeah. Everybody was just playing on Xbox 360.
Because it's cheap. It was cheap, and its online was good.
Yeah. Actually, I see now a lot of exclusives from Xbox One are coming to a PC and PS4. Rise is coming in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna lose so many games, and like when you lose exclusives, people really don't have interest in buying your console, because on PS4, on PS3, on PS4, you have all of these amazing games like The Last of Us, and you have Uncharted, which are just amazing games from the same studio, but still.
Naughty Dog.
Yeah, this.
Give them a good shout out. They know how to tell a story.
Yeah, someone told them like, "Are you gonna make PC games?" They're like, "No."
As PC Master Race.
I don't really get a hang of that PC Master Race stuff. Nah. So we're gonna jump to next topic. GTA 5 and PC. They actually did announce it for 27th January 2015. But when they asked them, why are you releasing it now? Why not earlier? They said, hey, optimization needs to be perfect. But still, I think they're lying. I mean...
Yeah, I think they've been very cheeky.
Yeah.
Very cheeky. And people have been... They did the same thing with GTA 4.
Yeah,
they delayed a long time. So there could be some legitimacy to what they're saying, but they are at the very least bending the truth.
Yeah, they did say the same thing with GTA 4. They said, hey, we're going to optimize the game. It's going to be awesome. And then GTA 4 comes out for PC and it's so buggy. It's like even people with strongest PCs back then couldn't run that game properly.
But it's the same thing. It's the same theme we've been talking throughout again.
Yeah.
Rockstar have can get away. Like, if you're a company with a good reputation, you can push it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Get away with it. Like, so even that, and they pulled the same trick multiple times. And yet we're still just like...
with every single game they make. Yeah, even Red Dead Redemption is coming out for PC sometimes next year.
Yeah, and that was like 3-4 years ago when that...
Yeah, you can't get out for optimization. Like, you had 4 years. You can optimize for NASA, I don't know.
I swear Rockstar have just got a safe.
Yeah.
Like, for PC release. When they open it, dry ice. Quiet music.
Like, I just imagine their CEO getting drunk and like, shall we release this on PC? Yeah, open the safe.
Then they have to get like the guy from Rockstar England to come over, so they can, because it's like a dual lock or something that they have to swipe at the same time.
It's like 5 people need to get together and like push the button at the same time, and then it opens. It's like, what's the password? Microsoft gave us money to not release this on PC. Oh,
that's the password. Yeah. No, what's the password? Oh yeah, EA can't get away with this sort of thing. Yeah, there we go.
What I find interesting though is not too long ago, Microsoft actually fired quite a lot of its employees. Like they said that they couldn't afford to keep so many employees around, and then they've gone and bought.
Yeah. Through that.
That is strange.
And a lot of people did leave, actually, that were working on Xbox One. They said that the main problem with the Xbox One was actually the board, the CEO and other, people that run the company. Actually, that, their whole division was trying to make an awesome console, and they try to make something, and then, their CEO from their division of, Xbox comes there and says, no, you can't do it. You have to do it this way. And, that's why they actually left the company, and, that's why Xbox One was so bad. Like,
well, in my opinion, the reason Xbox One, I'm not ever since getting my PC, I've never been the biggest fan of consoles.
Yeah,
that's just general, and I do buy into the PC Master Race thing, but more as a joke than anything else. But it's like, I think the reason Xbox One is so bad is because it tried to cover so many different... It tried to be anything but a gaming console, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It tried to be your TV, your DVD player, when it kind of forgot that it was actually a gaming console.
Actually, there was a commercial for Xbox One where they just said of all the things you can do on Xbox One, like, yeah, you can watch movies, listen to music, go chat with your friends. And some guy was, in comments down below, and he said, like, can we play games?
Yeah. They have really forgotten.
Yeah.
What the main purpose is. Well, and ironically, on my PS3, I can do all the same things with, but they didn't hype about it. Except when they got their deals with like Netflix and stuff, they hype that. But of course you're going to hype that because it's a big company and everyone uses Netflix. So, Netflix is the reason Blockbuster's dead. So it's true. It's the exact same thing. It's the same. A PS3 can do everything that an Xbox One so proudly trumpets about all the time.
Yeah.
The PS3 doesn't forget. Well, the Sony they seem to realise that the most important thing in a gaming console is good games and being able to play games quite well. And
exactly.
Price tag.
I'm not sure if it's like because I never owned PS4. Do you have to pay a fee to play online games or just?
I think it depends on the game.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, I mean, I think they've left that in the hands of with the game itself. So it's quite a smart way to do it because if the game, you can't level the criticism.
You can't blame Sony for that.
Yeah. You blame the game developer.
Yeah, exactly.
And they get punished, so they've kind of quite adequately covered themselves. So I think it's once again, it's one of those things. It's like, it shouldn't really be going on, but
it's a company. It's like,
yeah. I like that.
I mean, it's like, it's an enterprise. It's like they own half of the world. It's like, they can do that stuff. They can lie sometimes, most of the time. But still, that's how the company works, I guess. You have to lie to get something out or just have to, necessary evil. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Lannisters.
I don't know when heists are coming out with GTA 5.
Well, in GTA 5, there were heists anyway. Heists within the game.
Yeah.
The jewelry store job, the bank job.
And I mean, like on multiplayer, they said that they were going to release heists on multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no such evidence of them doing it just yet. And there's pictures online where there's this spoof, there's there's Woody from Toy Story saying heists, and then Buzz sort of looks over and goes, "Where?" And then Woody just goes, "Ha ha ha ha." And he goes, "Look, plus aliens."
Well, I did say they're going to release GTA 5 on PC with all the DLCs and stuff.
After they raided the Rockstar cupboard.
Yeah.
With the 5 keys. That legitimately happened.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm joking. I can't help myself. Anyway, I'll let you go on.
Well, we'll see when it comes out if it's going to be optimized or not, but I don't know, still buying it. I mean,
I'm tempted.
I think it'll be good because of the mods. I think the mods on GTA really make it that much more fun when you complete the story.
Yeah, that Iron Man mod was.
I've not heard about that one.
No, it's all about the horse mod.
Yeah, true that. And with that, how was IC Enchanter, you can really make the graphics on GTA 4 amazing.
What I quite like about mod-wise is I quite like the one where you can be a policeman, and I think that would be really good in GTA.
Yeah. That is true.
Pull people over and give them tickets and things.
Oh, have you seen another one of my favourite mods? It's really simple, but it completely changes how the game works. The Carmageddon mod.
Oh yeah.
I've had this.
They turn the friction off.
Oh yeah, it's like whole chaos.
Oh god.
Yeah, a lot of people were playing that. It's like wow. People just. Whoa, Carmageddon! What are you playing? Carmageddon! You're not playing GTA? I'm playing Carmageddon.
My favourite things to do on that with Carmageddon mod was to get a Sanchez or a bike.
Yeah.
Just sit I'd get all my friends and we'd race from one particular place to another. Or the best one was the marathon. we didn't have bikes, we just ran from one side of the town to the other.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds so simple, but with cars flying around, exploding, and everywhere, you get people, like, literally just, oh, I'm in the lead, and then just, you see right in front of him, just a car. Bam! And it's just like, okay, now I'm in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, mods actually do keep the game alive. If a developer just says, hey, here is the, tool for creating mods, here is an open source for, mods development and everything, like, it's keeping the game alive. It's keeping Skyrim alive even today. It's like a lot of mods.
Yeah, well, the thing with stuff like Skyrim and Fallout, and those are just such well-built games anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you strip out all I think the key with a game for mods is if you strip out all the mods and just play vanilla.
Yeah.
It's still good ice cream, man.
Yeah, it's like every game that Bethesda makes, like, they give an open world and stuff, and you're really, like, into that world, you can do anything you want. It's like Second Life, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you can pretty much, I've seen some people in comments, like, they want to, play Fallout 3 from time to time just because it's like their vacation where they can return now and then and just enjoy, just do kind of quests and missions and, kill stuff.
And like GTA kind of fits into that brand well. I think the thing with GTA that's really, the really strong thing about GTA 5 particularly is, well, two things, in my opinion, is the characters. They've always been good with characters.
Yeah.
But I think particularly got it on the nail this time. Trevor is one of the most memorable, I can remember when I first played as him, and I was just like, I had him, like, if, you know how you can switch between characters? You know how, like, in any GTA game, you don't randomly just go on a rampage, just fight police.
Right.
And,
Like, I had Trevor as my dedicated character just for that. He fit him so well. It's like,
yeah, his comments are for everything. He just has a comment for every single thing.
Yeah. I know my favorite Trevor line is gotta be, is when, my favorite moment in the game was when Michael and Trevor drive up to, I can't remember whether they're driving to their hideout after they've, pissed off some people. And Michael's calling him the proto-hipster. Oh my god, it's so funny. And Trevor's just you can tell he's getting angrier and angrier as the conversation goes on. And I just love the dynamic between those two. Just how they...
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's just... Go on, keep going.
Oh, no, you finish.
Yeah, no, it's like, and like how... Like, there's one... I think particularly the ending was strong. Like, I didn't like how you could choose, because to me it was so obvious what you'd have to do. It's obviously C. I couldn't do any other option.
By the way, PC gamer spoilers.
yeah. But I love at the end when they're just on that beach and Trevor and Michael start arguing again, and then Franklin just goes, "You two make me terrified of middle age." Oh, it's such a good line.
Yeah. They actually did nail it, but with GTA 4, not so much. Like, I didn't consider Nico so charismatic. It was like, yeah, I got to Liberty City. It was like all like that. He was like,
yeah.
It was just.
Honest, I think Roman.
He's a bit worn down, isn't he?
Roman and Brucey.
Yeah.
Those are the three for me.
And Nico was always like, do I have to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was like, yeah, he's from Balkan. We're not likable guys. And she was like, oh
thanks. Actually, yeah, well, just quick straw poll. Worst GTA character?
I don't know. It's like, in GTA 3, that guy, Claude wasn't talking.
So he doesn't count.
Yeah, he doesn't count. That's hard, man. So what do you guys think?
For me, like, I think it was... I didn't like Tommy Vercetti that much.
Yeah, Tommy was like, eh.
It was kind of, for me, it was more the fact that it was such an obvious rip from Tony Montana.
Yeah, he was like all that, mobster kind of thing. He didn't have, in GTA 5, you got people robbing banks and all that stuff, but still they have their own problems, and they're like, oh, I've got my family. Yeah, Trevor's like, oh, I didn't kill anyone.
I just love, like, I think Trevor is one of their best characters they've come up with.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worrying, like switching to him and seeing like the intro every time you switch to him.
Yeah, wakes up on a mountain like naked.
I think the weirdest one was when I switched to him, and he was on top of a mountain in a dress.
I've seen that before.
Or when you switch to him and he wakes up on a beach, we're surrounded by dead bikers and just goes, yeah, last man standing.
It is worrying when you switch to Trevor and he wakes up in a cocktail dress.
The only thing I found annoying sometimes when you switch to Trevor is when you were being pursued by police.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I can understand why they did it, but it makes sense, but it's still like, it's a bit frustrating.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna go hunting. Nope, gotta evade the police.
Yeah. Very irritating.
Actually, Johnny Klebitz, one of the least characters. When he died, when Trevor killed him, spoilers. When at first I was just like, oh, that's nasty. Then I just worked out it was Johnny, and I was just like, no. I was more upset that he killed the black guy from the Lost MC, because I actually really like Clay. I think he was really cool, but then it's just like
yeah, he's dead.
He's gone.
So we're gonna move on to the next topic: Battlefield Hardline and Payday.
General comparison.
Yeah, general comparison. By my assumption, like, it's like when Payday 2 was announced and people started playing it, and like Battlefield 4 was, it just came out and people like, oh, we're gonna play this. And then they announced Hardline, and Battlefield 4 was still full of glitches and bugs, and people like, what? We just bought this game. What are we doing with Hardline? And then I see Hardline gameplay, and I see all the mods, like, cops and robbers thing. I'm like, it's an interesting idea, but, you already have that game. It's already out.
Yeah, I think Payday is Overkill started off pretty much from the bottom.
Yeah.
And they've actually earned the position of, when you think crime game, the first game you think of is Payday.
Yeah.
Payday series.
Yeah.
And it's because the difference is they haven't made it competitive. I think they've made it cooperative, which is the best way to do it.
Yeah, true that, because Battlefield is all about war and stuff, and Payday is all about you going to the bank, just go out through the back exit, get the jewels and stuff, get the money, and like Battlefield was like, I wanna get kills.
Just get kills.
Yeah, you don't really have that much tactic in Battlefield. People say it's a group game where you just go on with your squad. Bullshit. I play Battlefield. There is nothing like team play in Battlefield. I was like playing Battlefield 3. I was like wounded, and like this guy who was a medic, and I was like, yo, medic. I was like shouting at him, medic. And he was like, what? And he just goes away.
This is the problem with Battlefield. On Battlefield, you're on your own. It's all about you.
Yeah.
On Payday, it's about your team.
So, when I was trying to get myself to Infamy, and I'm now Infamy 1, so I'm quite happy about that. Got a sweet pair of sunglasses. Yeah, I reset all my points, I lost all my skills, I lost all my money, just so I can have a nice pair of sunglasses and a card. But I'll take it. That's pretty much. It's such a con, but you're so happy when you prestige. But it's like the amount of times, like,
how many times can you actually prestige?
5.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a decent amount of times. The thing is, like, it doesn't matter how good you are, no matter how well you know a map inside and out. Like me and Sean, between us, we can pretty much do a 4-man job between us. I think, like, we can do pretty much any bank job.
Yeah.
Or variation of the bank job in our sleep. We can do the jewelry store in our sleep. We can just do it. And because we just know the map so well.
So you succeeded in that stealth mode.
Yeah, we were very good at stealthing.
Wow.
It's MO.
Yeah, that is an awesome thing. You actually finish the heist however you want. You can go all guns blazing, you can just sneak through, make an awesome plan, and well, comparison with Battlefield now, it's because in Battlefield you don't have that bank heist, you just have people shooting each other.
And then nicking from armored cars.
Yeah.
As well with Payday has that random aspect to it. The map will change each time, the camera locations will change each time, the guard routes will change each time. With Battlefield, it's always the same.
True that. So they're actually you have single player in Payday. I did play Payday 1, didn't play Payday 2 so much.
Payday 2, you do have an offline mode.
Yeah.
You can do only with bots. And it feels quite satisfying to solo stuff, but I've always preferred with any sort of team because, well, partially because if I'm on my own, I fuck up. I don't have anyone to yell at.
So it actually just combines you with other people. So how was the community in Payday actually?
Very good.
Yeah, good.
Good. Like I was telling you earlier, me and Sean. The reason me and Sean know each other is because of Payday server.
Yeah.
People that don't know the maps, but they're not so much trolling as you would get in other games.
Yeah, it's like
there's a hacking. There is a definite hacking problem.
Right.
There are people who basically will cheat to get what they want and get ahead of the game. And one of my friends, bless him, a guy called Sam. He's a World Twin killer, and he got completely and utterly messed up because he got a hacker in his server. He was I think he was level 69 or something like that, roughly that area.
Yeah.
And this hacker, full prestige, all the money. He literally walked through walls. He grabbed all the money, grabbed multiple bags, threw it straight in the van, and they got the mission done instantly. But the guy, he set everyone in his server to max prestige level.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It's just you're trying to you're acting all cool about it, but then Sam basically had to start from scratch.
Wow.
Because he felt that he was tempted to keep it, but then
it wasn't satisfying.
It wasn't satisfying. Like I was saying earlier with the prestiging, all I get is my sunglasses and a nice card. Unique pose whenever I'm in a server. But
well, I'm gonna definitely start playing Payday.
Oh, play with us too. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, sure. Just have to buy it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just follow what me and Sean do. You'll be fine.
We're all gonna have someone to yell at.
Well, not the yelling.
There's literally some missions there where I'll tell everyone else that's in the map. There's four. I'll tell three of them to literally just sit in a corner while I do it.
Yeah.
And I just do it like that. I can just literally just run through the mission, get it complete, waiting for the van to turn up. They don't even put the masks on yet.
Yeah. Another major difference between Payday and Hardline is Hardline feels like they've seen how popular Payday is.
Yeah.
All they've done is rebranded and reskinned their
it's recycled, isn't it? It's very much recycled gameplay, but just literally just changed the skin of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
with Payday, there's so many different missions, there's so many different contracts you can do. So there's obviously the standard bank job, but then on the other hand, you've got a mission where you affect an election, where you have to break into a warehouse and hack election machines.
Wow.
Fake politician.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so much. And mine and Sean's personal favourite, because we keep messing it up, is where you break into a military warehouse. If you get caught, you can't go loud. You have to run. You just have to get out of there.
Yeah, it's it is military after all.
Yeah, it's military, and you basically what you do, you sneak around that warehouse, and anything that your contact Bane, he basically says, yeah, they're pretty much they just looted everything. Just come back, or this is where they're storing their loot, and
it's to take the piss out of Blackwater because they're called Murky Water. If you've noticed.
Yeah. So they're basically
mercenaries. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to access all their crates and then basically loot the depot. So there's every single thing you pick up. Bane will comment about it. There's one thing that, if you open up a crate, there'll be this massive artifact, weighs a ton. you can barely move with it, but you make a lot. It's worth the most. And when you first pick it up, Bane just goes, "Oh, people will pay anything for this Babylonian shit."
But basically, you get money out of every job. You can spend it on skins and stuff, right?
You spend it on masks. You can spend weapons.
Glasses.
Glasses. Yeah, those glasses. Oh, I'm so happy with those glasses. Like, it's so rare that I've gotten so happy about something as innocuous as a pair of glasses in the game.
What's your biggest achievement? Finish college? No, I got these cool glasses in Payday too.
Why aren't you out at work? I had to get prestige. Like when I was I work at local glasses. Yeah, I was working at local Sainsbury's, and I was doing on cashier, and it was just before I prestige, and I was scanning things, doing normal, but in the back of my mind, all I could think about was, I am so close to prestiging on Payday. Oh, would you like a bag, sir? Stuff like that, and it's such a great, it's Payday, like, and then we'll discuss, I think we might as well discuss DLC policy as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, Payday and EA, on paper, look like they have a very similar DLC policy.
Oh.
They just release an absolute load, and if you're buying for the first time, it's really expensive. But on the other hand, in EA games, particularly, it feels unfinished. It feels like
you don't get a free DLC as you would get in Payday. Actually, we did discuss this. If you want to buy Sims 3 with all DLCs, you would have to pay 560 euros. It's a lot of money. I don't know how much that is in pounds and dollars, but still.
Say that again?
So it's a lot of money.
How much is it again?
560 euros. It's like, wow.
Into pounds? That is £444 54 pence in the good old the Queen's currency.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of money.
For our American friends. That is $725 and
Holy crap. That's a lot of money. I mean,
sorry, America.
500 euros in my country with my currency, it's like, imagine you had 1,000 euros. That's how much I would have to pay for Sims. It's like you had 1,000 euros. I have to pay 1,000 of my currency to actually, to play Sims 3 with all the DLCs.
I can hire a merc for that price.
Exactly. It's like for $1,000, I can buy everything here in my country. I can buy a car. It's like, what do you buy?
I buy it.
Yeah, through that.
On the whole Hitman situation, is it maybe bad time?
I don't know, but you did say that actually their policies were same and different at the same time.
It's kind of like, on the surface, it looks like that with Payday, they are cheap, they are kind of a bit bad. It's like, as soon as they release the Assault Pack, which is a really good pack actually, because with Payday, there's generally two types of DLC. There'll be stuff that unlocks additional weapons, or mods to your weapons.
Yeah.
And there's stuff that the other DLC will release different heists.
Oh yeah, like that jewelry store.
Diamond Store was a free update.
Oh yeah, Diamond jewelry.
The most expensive, one of the best ones was armored transport, where it introduced basically hitting armored car convoys.
Oh.
Yeah, but the brilliant thing is, you don't have to actually have the DLC yourself to play the map.
Oh, we don't.
As long as the host of your server has the DLC,
you can play that.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's cool. You can't do it in any other game, I do believe that.
I don't see EA doing that sort of thing.
No, everybody needs to have that. Because when you log on, you have to pick if you're going to use a DLC or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's actually a filter. It's like, wow.
Yeah, well, Payday as well. If you bought the armored transport as well, you get heists. If you buy one of the heist packs, for example, you'll also get they'll throw in weapon stuff as well.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so like in the armor transport job, you actually get one of the if you're like quite a low level, it's available really early on in the game, and it's actually one of the best assault rifles in the game because it's just so flexible. You can do so much with it.
You have Bison in Payday?
No, actually.
Damn.
They have a golden AK-47.
Ooh.
Yeah, so bling.
It's like, look at my bling bling rifle.
Yeah, you got a bling. In the assault pack, they just released the FAMAS, which is amazing.
Yeah, FAMAS is a good weapon.
Shit, that gun.
We just put a silencer on it. It's just ridiculous. So quickly take somebody out, but silently.
It's not the sniper pack, which is, by the way, if sniper rifles in Payday, OP, so powerful.
Yeah, I do believe that.
Yeah, they you can get about. They can pierce armor. They can pierce shields.
What?
Yeah. If usually a shield is a I can remember the days. I feel like such an old gamer now.
Back in my day.
Before any DLC came out, how much a problem a shield could actually be, because you have to get around them.
Yeah, you have to get around them and then kill them. With every shield, it's like that. With every guy who has a shield, it's like so goddamn hard to kill him.
Oh yeah, but grenades back then as well.
And a bulldozer, which is basically the most armored, horrible. He's gonna catch. He's basically gonna shoot you in the face and then ask if you want to. It's possible. And like, basically, the bulldozer. If you got a bulldozer, you basically. I can remember those in these days. You had to drop everything, and everyone focused on that bulldozer.
Wow!
So much health. They could do so much damage. A single bulldozer can wipe a team.
So whoa! A boss.
It's pretty much a boss. And the usual those days, what you had to do, if you were on your own, you're up against the bulldozer. There was only one real tactic you had, and you pretty much had to bum rush him and then unload your entire clip into his face because he's got armor all on his face, and it's like 3 levels.
Wow.
And if you do enough damage, one bit will get removed, then you break his visor, and then he's vulnerable. As soon as you break his visor, he's vulnerable to headshots, and headshots do like a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah. Wow.
Basically, you have to empty your entire clip into his visor, and that will kill him. But there's a very good chance that he will get his shots off first and just down you.
Well, tactic is everything in Payday. Wow.
And that's another thing. There's like so many different variants of enemies as well. While in Hardline, you'll only get other players.
Yeah, you get 4 classes, different weapons. That's it. Nothing special. You kill a guy same way you kill another guy. So
yeah, well, you've got like there's 4 special enemies. There's the bulldozer, which I previously mentioned. Which is, you've got a problem if there's a bulldozer heading your way. Everyone these days, after the DLC for the sniper rifle, the most powerful sniper rifle can kill a bulldozer in 2 shots. So pretty much you can have a dedicated special unit killer. If you point them out, you can highlight special enemies, and as soon as you highlight them, that makes your entire team aware of them.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Pretty much, that generally happens. You've got the bulldozer. Actually, Sean, you go, because I feel like I've talked too much. Go on.
You also get cloakers, which are basically Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell.
Oh.
They can like crawl through vents and then just sort of jump out the vents and quickly sort of roundhouse kick you in the face, and then you're down and your team has to get you back up. They actually take a surprising number of bullets down, considering how
lightly armored they
are. Exactly. So it's a bit strange that I think that might need a bit of adjustment. I don't know whether they'll bother.
Taser.
There's tasers, yeah. Basically, a taser's pretty well armored. Basically, they'll just run up, they'll tase you. As they're tasing you, you will continuously shoot your gun in any random direction, and your cursor will flick about because you can't control yourself.
Yeah.
And eventually, if they keep you tasered for long enough, you will eventually start losing health as well. So if you don't have somebody to come and take care of that taser and shoot him to stop him from tasing you, or if you get a lucky shot on him while he's tasing you and you're shooting random bullets around, then you will die. And quite often I've had it where I've been tasered and I've luckily managed to shoot him with the rounds that he's forcing me to shoot, he's tasing me.
The problem with tasers as well is that ammo is so precious in the game.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
I did see that in Payday 1. It's like, yeah. Even though you can replenish it, it's like, wow.
There goes an entire clip.
Yeah,
and it's
there you go.
Bad for, like, it's particularly bad for sniper rifles, because sniper rifles, because they're so powerful, they get reduced. They get reduced total ammo.
Oh.
So you...
We need one guy who's just gonna shoot these special units, nothing else. He's just gonna stand there and wait for a special unit, like that bulldozer to appear.
Yeah, generally. But sometimes, even then, that's sometimes not enough. Sometimes you actually need additional help.
Yeah.
What I find is the achievements for killing bulldozers with like the AK rifle.
One of the most difficult achievements to get is killing a cloaker with a knife. Because cloakers move really quickly.
Yeah.
And if you take them on in a melee fight, they're generally going to win. Because they can just roundhouse kick you and you're down.
Oh.
And the reason I managed to do it was because my friend was being attacked by he did a lot of damage.
Oh, surprise kill.
Yeah, surprise. And I literally just, bam, right. And there's the brilliant thing as well with the Payday is there's missions where there's dedicated stealth. Well, there's only one, which is Shadow Raid, which is the one where you enter the warehouse.
Yeah.
And then you've got missions where it's dedicated loud. So for, a good example of this is Rats. Firestarter. And Rats is pretty much where you go to a meth lab and you cook meth, and you've got to defend the meth lab while you're cooking meth. And it's because you're trying to basically this like cartel, this drug cartel, ratting everyone else out, and then they're fleeing the country, and they're taking everything they have with them. And so, but some guys, there's this gang called the Cobras who know information on when they're gonna run, what they're using, what equipment they've got. So it's really useful intel.
Yeah.
They'll only give it to you if you give them meth.
Oh, Breaking Bad style.
Yeah, pretty much. So you gotta cook some meth, do a deal with these guys, and you've got the option as well. If they give you the intel, you've got an option to betray them.
Oh, wow!
And steal your meth back.
Damn! It's like, yeah, bitch, intel.
No, I have had it before where I think Sean was in the server where it was just like, yeah, I've got the intel, ice the pricks.
You get an achievement for it. You do get an achievement for killing them and stealing the meth back.
Oh, well, yeah. For achievement hunters, that's the best thing.
Oh, there's so many achievements. I've been playing the game. I've got 236 hours on the clock.
Wow.
And I've only got 49% of the achievements.
Damn. It takes a lot of time, actually.
Yeah,
well, that's also keeping the game alive, achievements.
Oh, yeah. I've played 308 hours of it, apparently, and I've got... How many achievements?
You've got less than me, I'm going to laugh.
I've got 135, which is 64%.
3. Damn it.
Well,
yeah, that's it. Go on. Sorry.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I have to break it off like this, but we're out of time. We're actually been talking for 58 minutes now.
Wow.
Yeah. Time does fly. So I hope that you guys can enjoy this podcast. We'll cover a lot of topics.
We did.
Yeah, we did actually. Started from Microsoft, then Mojang, then GTA, consoles, then Hardline, Payday. A lot of topics. So... guys, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to visit Sean and Alex on their Twitch. I'm going to leave a link down below. You can check them out. Alex is not yet streaming, but he's gonna start soon.
Really, do I?
Well, you got a voice. You do got a voice for that.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind to me.
Oh. Well.
Oh, you get my heart all aflutter.
So don't forget to visit them, they're awesome, and don't forget to smash this like button on this video and subscribe to all of us, and we will be making some more content. So, guys, LastKnownMeal signing out. I'm gonna let Sean and Alex to say goodbye, and we're off.
Goodbye!
Goodbye from the Kenyan Crusader, and I'm generally called Kenyan Crusader as well, but I'll stick with Alex for now. Bye, guys.